off, obviously Congressman Grimm. The other was Senator Storobin, who won by 13 votes and represented this area here in Brooklyn. He was the first Russian-American born in the former Soviet Union to be elected in the New York State Senate.
For the last 2 days I've been hearing Liam freaking out. We're not going to have enough people. Nobody's going to show up. A lot of people showed up, okay? And I have no doubt that we're going to show up because everyone I call, like, do you want to come and see Michael Grimm? Do you want to come and see him speak? And it's like, yeah, I'll be coming. I'll definitely be coming. Everyone I know supports Michael. And look, I know I'm supposed to be sunshine and everything right now, but I want to give an angry speech right now. Because we as Republicans, we've lost so much ground. I mean, go back 20 years ago, when they passed a bill under a Democratic administration to build the walls. And right now, it's considered some far-right crazy idea. 20 years ago, even the liberals in the Senate and Congress was still voted to build the wall. And we had 700 miles of the wall built. In fact, I've seen that wall. I've crossed that border. There is 700 miles of the wall. We need 1,300 miles more. And there was a budget for that 1,300 miles. Except we lost ground. And the liberals moved to the left. And we allowed them to move to the left because Republicans didn't fight back. Because Republicans in Congress never said, President Obama, no, there's a bill that was passed to build the wall, and we will keep building the wall, and we will fight to finish that wall. 10 years ago, if you had called Barack Obama or any other Democrat a socialist, you were called a hater. You were called a liar. And yet today, most Democrats say that they're socialists and not capitalists. They self-identify as socialists. And on the right, we're afraid to stand up and say, you are insane. Look at North Korea versus South Korea. Look at East Germany versus West Germany. Look at Venezuela. We're afraid to stand up to them. 6 years ago when Liam was in my campaign, 2 days before the election, I took out an ad that said, if we don't fight back, the left will eventually start by teaching our 6-year-olds about alternative lifestyles. And at the time I didn't even tell Liam that I'm taking out that ad because I knew that there will be pushback by people saying, you are insane, this will never happen. And yet it's happening now. In the state of California, there's the government is paying for a program called Trannies Reading to Kids, where transvestites are teaching 4-year-olds about it. And we as Republicans allowed it to happen. Why? Because we've had people like Michael Grimm's opponent who would refuse to vote to repeal Obamacare.
No backbone!
Who refused to vote for tax cuts. Who refused to vote with Donald Trump again and again. And this is why. This is one of many reasons to vote for Michael Grimm. Because Michael Grimm will stand up and make his voice heard and fight for us. He fought for us in the United States Marines, and he got a promotion on the battlefield. Anyone who's ever been in the military will tell you that's extremely rare. That takes extreme bravery, but Michael Grimm was not afraid to fight for our freedom as a soldier, as a Marine. And then he went on and he became an FBI agent. And you know, you can be an FBI agent processing some paperwork, doing all the easy stuff. Michael Grimm didn't do the easy stuff. He went undercover, under deep cover, with mobsters, where he could have been killed every day. And Michael Grimm was there for us, fighting for us undercover. And those guys were busted, and Michael Grimm was there, and I know the story, he got arrested together with them. He's standing in handcuffs, and all the mobsters are standing right there. And one of the officers goes, we have an undercover agent, and he gets up and goes, I'm Special Agent Michael Grimm. Because was not afraid to fight for us. Then he was in Congress, and he fought again over and over and over for us. And this is why we need a Congressman who will not just say, I'm a Republican, as if this is some kind of a game where it's all about our team winning or their team winning. We need somebody who will move the ball to the right, and this is that candidate.
I love it. I gotta tell you.
And we love you!
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Storobin. Thank you, Liam. Thank all of you. Just in case you're wondering, the press asked, why are you going to win? The answer is right here in this. Why would I go back into the lion's den after all that I've been through? It's the same exact reason, because of all of you. Without you, you're my inspiration, just know that. You're the inspiration, you're the reason why I want to do the job. And that's the biggest difference in this race, make no mistake about it. We can go back and forth over who didn't repeal Obamacare and who did, but it really comes down to one thing. Who actually wants to do the work? Not who wants the job, but who wants to do the work. And there's only one candidate that wants to do the work, and that's Michael Grimm. And the people around the country that have no clue about the people of Brooklyn or Staten Island, and they'll say, why will they vote for Michael Grimm? Because Michael Grimm did the job. And you know why I did the job? Because I was proud to represent each and every one of you. And I really believe with all of my heart that you who work very hard every day deserve a congressman that's going to work as hard as you. That's why I'm running for Congress. So, now down to business. Why are we here besides the unbelievable pizza? Seriously, how about a round of applause for Ellen? He's not out here, he's cooking for everyone else in the restaurant. But a special thank you to Lenny and to all of the staff here at L&B. We love them, they're great, the food can't be beat. It's also, in my opinion, a hallmark of all of Brooklyn, right? So, when you talk about the story of L&B, it epitomizes the story of America and why we're great. We're great because a lot of hard-working people sacrifice so much. And that's what this is really all about. We've been losing our quality of life because we have an extremely progressive mayor that wants to take us far to the left. Think about it, homelessness. The homeless budget was about $900 million when he took office, de Blasio. It's now approaching $2 billion. So these are the policies that matter because it's your quality of work. You're the people that make New York City what it is. You're the engine that makes this country work. And if we don't take care of you, if we don't take care of what has become the forgotten men and women, those that fall through the cracks, then you know what? We're going to lose our country. That's the reason why Donald Trump became President Donald Trump. How about a round of applause? So the two biggest reasons that I'm going back to Congress, I just said, is to work as hard as you work, to represent you. The second reason is to be there to have our president's back. And that's something I think we're all here for. So how do we do that? It's very simple, actually. We do that by winning the race. Now, how do we do that? We do that, most of you here are my best volunteers. So let me say, for all of you that have been working very hard over the last many, many months, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. But you're not done yet, okay? Some of you are first-time volunteers that are coming tonight to sign up for the last, 10-day push. The last 10-day push is extremely important, okay? And that's really why we're here tonight. So we're all going to sign up so that over the next couple of days, our staff from Liam and Alexandra and everyone else We have Phyllis Carbo here tonight. Phyllis, where are you? Who else is here? Because I can't see it. District Police.
You got District Police and Parsons here as well.
Where? Where are the Parsons? I didn't see them. There you are. Okay. So we have some of our district leaders that will play in key roles, and some of the other captains. They're going to be reaching out to you over the next couple of days, and we're going to be giving out assignments. Some will be knocking on some doors. Some will be making phone calls. Some will be doing a little bit of everything. We'll be leaving some palm cards reminding people to vote. Here's the toughest challenge that we have. Okay, the toughest challenge that we have. We already have the support. We have the enthusiasm. We have the excitement. If everyone were to show up to vote, I'd say we win by approximately 18 points. However, everyone is not going to show up to vote. People, listen to me. Some of our strongest supporters that mean that with all their heart to vote for us are going to forget. People get busy with their lives. They have children, they have grandchildren, they have work, they have crises that come up. We have got to remind everyone to go and vote. That's our job. The GOTV, Get Out the Vote operation, that's what today is about. We take all of this energy, all of this excitement, all of this enthusiasm, we channel it into those last 10 days to make sure we remind everyone. Let's not forget, we're well into the summer. Certain schools are already out. The public schools get out when? The 26th. And what happens on that day? We win our primary election, but we only win that primary election if we get people to the polls. So that's the big thing, is we have to remind. I don't care if it's your best friend, I don't care if it's your brother, a sister, a neighbor, remind them to vote because people get busy and forget. So our job over the next 10 days or so is to make sure we contact our voters. We have well over 8,000 IDs, and I know that's hard to contact 8,000 people, but we will do our best. Conservatives. I know we have some conservatives in the room. As a matter of fact, Liam was on the executive board of the Conservative Party. We have other executive party members here. Conservatives are getting stamps. So remind all your conservative friends that they have to write in the name, but we will give them a stamp so they don't get it wrong. All right? Let's continue. You see surprised how many people will just put Mike or put one M on the name. So we want it to be exact. We have stamps for them. But again, the main thing is that we all focus on the goal, which is reminding everyone to vote. And if someone can't get to the polls, whatever reason, their car broke down, their sister borrowed the car, we have people that will help drive them to the polls. So whatever it takes, we will knock on the doors, we will make the phone calls, we will send the text messages, we will send the emails. But the most important thing you can do is have your own list, and we're going to be giving out the lists of your group of people that you're responsible for, and we'll reach out to them, and it's that personal touch. If you can remember to call your friends, your neighbors, and your family, trust me, we will have enough people to show up to the polls and we'll have a big victory. But again, I want to emphasize, none of this gets to happen without you. Seriously, I'm one person. I'm proud to lead the group, but if I don't have people like you to lead, I don't get to serve. And I just want to end by saying this. Senator Storobin was very gracious. Yes, I served in combat with the Marine Corps, and it was an absolute honor to serve in the Marine Corps. It was beyond an honor to serve our country on the battlefield. When I became a special agent, got appointed a special agent, that was one of the highlights of my life, no doubt. But I say with all sincerity, when I reflect on my career in government, serving you as your congressman was without a doubt the greatest accomplishment of my life. And that's one of the reasons why I want to go back. I believe that I had the best district in the country. I believe that the people under this tent and the people in Staten Island and throughout Brooklyn are some of the hardest working, most caring, most generous people in the world. And you can let all of those, talk show hosts and everything mock us and say what they want, but I've seen at our darkest hour in Superstorm Sandy when people lost everything. And I mean, literally their home was washed out. Family members lost their lives. And the people that came out to feed them, to clothe them, to cry with them and hug them. I have seen the very best. People came across the bridge to Staten Island right here from Brooklyn to help us when we needed that help. Other parts of this area were devastated. Queens. It was the people of Staten Island and Brooklyn that showed, in my opinion, the greatest gift that God could ever give you, and that's love. And they've always been a family in times of need. And that's why I really genuinely believe I have the greatest district in the entire country. And that's why I was so proud to represent you, and that's why I will be so proud to represent you again. So, in ending, we have a lot of work to do. It's far from over. Yes, do we have a lead? But let me tell you the downside to leading. The downside is there'll be some people that will say, "You kidding me? Grimm's got this in the bag." Everywhere I go, people say, "Oh, Grimm, come on, everyone I know is voting for you. Don't worry, it's a landslide." When people think it's a landslide, they don't show up because they think their vote doesn't count. It's our job to remind everyone that this is going to be a very small turnout, and every vote does count. And that's what I need you for. So together, we will bring home a very big victory. But let's not sit back. Let's not become complacent. This enthusiasm, this excitement is exactly what we have to keep up over the next 10 days or so, all the way up until 9 p.m. on the 26th, when those ballots are done, when the polls close. That's when we can sit back a little bit and we can enjoy. So enjoy the food today. Don't forget to give, if you haven't already, most of you already have, given your information, your contact, your cell phone numbers and your emails over here. See Alexandra. Make sure we can get in touch with you over the next week and a half, and we're going to do a tremendous GeoTV operation. And again, I just want to say to Liam and Alexandra, to Christine, to everyone, Angela, everyone that has helped put this together today. For Nancy, I always see you with everything. Thank you so very much. All of you, Senator Storobin, for coming out and always supporting me. All of my staff, it's all volunteer staff, but all of you. I see in the back some of my Staten Islanders, Frank Aversa, Cellos. God bless all of you. I see you back there, Marine. Hoorah! Semper Fi! Semper Fi! So listen, the Marines have landed in Brooklyn.